The action film is still one of the most popular film genre in society. Little wonder that each year many new action films are shown with fascinating plot lines.
Only Spider-Man.
The uniqueness of action films is often in the actions of the characters that make the film scene exciting, such as the running, the shootouts, to the ones that cause the explosion of the film.
We're blowing up. What? The Vatican?
Number 1. Extraction 2, stylized on-screen as Extraction 2, is a 2023 American action thriller film directed by Sam Hargrave and written by Joe Russo, based on the graphic novel Ciudad by Andy Parks, Joe Russo, Anthony Russo, Fernando Leon Gonzalez, and Eric Skillman. A sequel to the 2020 film Extraction, it stars Chris Hemsworth, Golshifteh Farahani, and Adam Bessa. Overseen and conceived by the Russo brothers of Marvel fame, the Extraction films are an example of a dwindling breed, the big-budget, super-violent adventure. Whether the main character is named John Rambo, Jason Bourne, or John Wick, he's a variant on a type, the prolific killer who'd prefer not to kill anymore but keeps getting pushed back into it. He has a tragic past and is grieving over it. And he's played by a guy who's so ferocious in violent scenes that you believe that he could take 100 blows to the head, face, and torso, plus a gunshot, a knife wound, and a grenade concussion, and keep going. Number 2, Transformers: Rise of the Beast is a 2023 American science fiction action film based on Hasbro's Transformers toy line and primarily influenced by its Beast Wars sub-franchise. It is the 7th installment in the Transformers live-action film series and serves as both a standalone sequel to Bumblebee, 2018, and a prequel to Transformers, 2007, set in 1994. The film follows ex-military electronics expert Noah Diaz and artifact researcher Elena Wallace as they help the Autobots and the Maximals protect an artifact known as the Transwarp Key from the villainous Terracons, led by Scourge, who intend to use it to bring their master, the planet-eating Unicron, to Earth. Following the critical and commercial success of Bumblebee, Paramount Pictures and Hasbro announced a sequel in early 2019.
You've never faced anything.
In November 2020, Capel was hired as director for the film. By 2021, Ramos and Fishback were cast in the lead human roles, and details for the film were revealed that summer in a virtual event held by Paramount. Michael Bay, who directed the first 5 live-action Transformers films and produced Bumblebee. Number 3, Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse is a 2023 American computer-animated superhero film featuring the Marvel Comics character Miles Morales/Spider-Man, produced by Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation in association with Marvel Entertainment, and distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. The sequel to Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, 2018, it is set in a shared multiverse of alternate universes called the Spider-Verse. In the film, Miles goes on an adventure with Gwen Stacy/Spider-Woman across the multiverse where he meets a team of spider people known as the Spider Society, led by Miguel O'Hara/Spider-Man 2099, but comes into conflict with them over handling a new threat in the form of the Spot. Sony began developing a sequel to Into the Spider-Verse prior to its 2018 release, with the writing and directing team attached. It was set to focus on the relationship between Moore's Miles and Steinfeld's Gwen. The sequel was officially announced in November 2019 and animation work began in June 2020, with a different visual style for each of the 6 universes visited by the characters. With a runtime of 140 minutes, it is the longest animated film ever produced by an American studio. Number 4, Fast X, also known as Fast and Furious 10, is a 2023 American action film directed by Louis Leterrier from a screenplay written by Dan Mazeau and Justin Lin, both of whom also co-wrote the story with Zach Dean. It is the sequel to F9, 2021, the 10th main installment, and the 11th installment overall in the Fast and Furious franchise. In the film, Toretto must protect his family from Dante Reyes, Momoa, who seeks revenge for his father's death and the loss of his family's fortune. The final road begins. Dom Toretto and his family have made it through thick and thin together while succeeding in various missions and fighting off multiple villains. But now Dom is put to the ultimate test when he goes up against Dante Reyes, the son of an old foe who is out to exact revenge for the death of his father. With time running out and help from new allies, Dom and his family are in for the fight of their lives against the biggest enemy they have ever faced. Number 5. The Mother is a 2023 American action thriller film directed by Nikki Caro with a screenplay by Misha Green, Andrea Berloff, and Peter Craig, from a story by Green. The film stars Jennifer Lopez, Joseph Fiennes, Lucy Paez, Omari Hardwick, Paul Raci, and Gael Garcia Bernal. A lady assassin come operative in the U.S. Army has to reluctantly hand over her teenage daughter Zoe to foster parents for safety due to her risky and uncertain duties. Later, certain situations develop where Zoe is in danger from assassins. The mother then takes charge of her daughter, teaches her survival skills, and does everything possible to safeguard her from harm.